No matter where you come from, no matter where you're going, here's a place where you can take comfort in the knowing that whether if you've come to stay a while or just passing through, this door is open to you. Come and let's be silent. Come and share a hug. Come, let's pray together. Come, love and be loved. From the blissed out to the turned out, from the pampered to the abused, this door is open to you. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. The God in us recognizes the God in you. The God in you. Whether you're black or white, gay or straight, Christian, Buddhist or Jew, this door is open to you. If there's some kind of trouble or pain you're going through, know that you are not alone and someone cares for you. As an individualization of divine point of view, this door is open to you. This door is open. This door right here is open for you. This door is open to you. This door is open. I'm talking about this door. This door is open. I said this door is open to you. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. The God in us recognizes the God in you. The God in you. Whether you're black or white or gay or straight, Christian, Buddhist or Jew, this door is open to you.
Good morning, Unity.
Good morning.
Happy Pride, everybody. So glad you're here with us.
You are welcome here. 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 Our arms are wide open. There's room for everyone. Wherever you go and wherever you're from, you are home. You are welcome here. 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 Whatever you've been through, you found us somehow. Wherever you are on your journey now, you are home. You are welcome here. 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 You are welcome here.
All right. Ah, how wonderful. And we welcome you this morning to Unity Spiritual Center of Portland as we gather with an intention, I believe, to create a planet of welcoming, to realize that the truth of who we are is an interconnected humanity, and to be able to step into that and find ways to take our journey through this creation, this larger creation. I'm Reverend Lisa Davis. I am the senior minister here, and my pronouns are she and her, and I believe whether you're in this space here, we welcome you, whether you're in this space, you're on our virtual family. I know I've had quite a few people say, couldn't we shorten the service so we could go watch the World Cup? And so congratulations, you made it. You may not know it, but at noon the World Cup starts. And so I said, no, we're probably not doing that, but I trust that we will all see what we need to see here. So we're the people who say, yes, we are anchored in this idea, and as we gather, I believe we get to gather with a realization that we have been born into transformational times. I'm not sure we asked for it. On some level we did. We always have. We have always been on an evolutionary movement, and we have been asked to be a part of the change. And with that comes a lot of tension. We're going to look today at some of the ideas of good trouble and what that actually means, and expanding our comfort and being in that tension and looking at these ideas and allowing them to transform us at depth. So as we gather, I just would invite you, we're going to open in prayer in just a moment. And I want to say, we gather with a mission here of transforming lives that transform the world. And we gather with a vision of creating community, living love, teaching truth, serving spirit, and practicing peace. Finding ways to have that center and to be a part of something larger. And we are here as a community of consciousness. I don't want to pretend that some huge things are not going on. And so we get to say, what do we stand for? And I believe we stand in spiritual principle, and we stand in truth in a way that we can be a part of the expansion of the freedom, the inherent freedom that is available to all of us. And so we stand for those who are trans, getting the care that they need and deserve. We stand for due process of law. We stand for safety for every being, everywhere in this country, regardless of the color of their skin or where they have come from. We stand for these ideas for all of humanity, having food, water, shelter, and respect. And so as we hold this space and allow it to fill us, we become a part of a platform that can continue to move forward. And we stand for love as the underlying energy on this planet. And so let's begin in prayer. You might have been raised with a God out there, and I just invite you to possibly open to the idea that there is a presence and a power, one presence and one power. It's not judgmental, it's pure love, it's a vibration. And so as we begin in prayer, we open our hearts. If you've allowed your heart to be closed or said, I can't do this, we open with the breath of yes, of the pure potentiality of spirit, and the remembering that we are whole, infinite, and complete just as we are. Yes, to the life, to the love, to the presence, to the power, one presence, one power. Active in this universe, active in our lives, and active in the movement of the realization of love, of life, of presence. And we gather in this knowing. We thank all of the ancestors, the ones who have anchored us, who have taught us, who have stepped out in courage. And we anchor in the truth, the life, the spiritual principles present everywhere on this planet. And we allow them to move through us and around us. And we encircle this country in a knowing that pure love is the true guide. And that every being everywhere has great value and worth, and that we are filled with the connective energy of spirit, as love, as life, as wholeness. And with that understanding, we know that not only are we worthy and valuable and a part of an awakening humanity, but so are the people around us. And for this realization and this gathering and this knowing, we say thank you, Infinite Spirit. And so it is. Amen.
Good morning. I'm not Beth. But I get to do her job this morning. We are we practice prayer. And each week we have chaplains. This morning we have Lori and myself. I'll be in the back today. You can also submit a prayer request. We have the prayer box in front. If it's not in front, it's by the chapel. Please feel free to fill out a prayer request and put it in there. We have dial-a-prayer during the week you can call, and our Sunday meditation is at 10:30 in the chapel. It's a wonderful way to calm and center yourself for the week. These are the announcements. The Course in Miracles continues to meet on Tuesdays at 10:30 and will be on hiatus, but it meets this Tuesday, and then it will be on hiatus too. It will go till the 28th, and then it'll take off August. Thank you. The Civics Book Club gets together Thursday at 1 and will continue through the summer. No book purchases required. You can stop in and get inspired any week. The Social Action Team, I'm sure you've seen them this morning, is celebrating John Lewis today and Good Trouble. Learn about his life, his accomplishments, and the positive effect he had on our American democracy. There is a drawing for 3 John Lewis books, buttons, and more. So they look forward to seeing you there this morning. The Summer Outreach Project starts collecting next Sunday. There is a flyer on the table on this side of the foyer telling you who we're helping this time. I'm going to read them. The Community Transitional School, the Rosehaven Shelter, which is for women and children, Project Lemonade, which inspires self-esteem in the foster youth, and Sleep in Heavenly Peace, which builds and delivers beds to children. So that's who we'll be helping, and it gives a list of the things that they need. They'll be doing that until August 16th. So you just have only about 2 weeks to get those things here. Kelly is here today, Kelly Bruce. We've been talking about the holiday marketplace, and Kelly would love to talk to you about some of the help that she needs, or there's a sign-up sheet in the foyer for her for the marketplace also. We have a great footprint in place this year for our 4th year of the marketplace. So give her your support, stop and see her. We also have a special event this week. We have a pop-up labyrinth walk, which will be Wednesday at 6 p.m. Anyone is welcome. If you need a midweek inspiration and see some fellow Unity people, this is a good thing to come to, Wednesday at 6 o'clock. The annual ice cream social that supports our garden team and all their outside endeavors is August 2nd. So that's coming up. Mark your calendars for that. And then if it's your first time here, welcome to our community. If you are watching online and this is your first time, we welcome you as well. You may have received a welcome packet on your way in. If you're new and didn't get a packet, will you raise your hand? We have someone who will give that to you. The yellow card gets you onto the email list, and we have those in the back of the seats too. If you are not getting our newsletter, please sign up for that. And on the back are listings for service opportunities. And I want to ask you to join us after church for coffee and connection as we gather together to know each other, if you don't have to rush home for the soccer. And there's a special cakes in honor of John Lewis. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank And if you don't know, not Beth, her name is Annette, and she is wonderful. She oversees our spirit groups, the small groups that meet. She is one of our prayer chaplains, and she also teaches. She's a powerful teacher that teaches several different of the 12 powers and other things that just remind us of who we are and the beauty that is. And we do want to welcome all of you who are here at Unity Spiritual Center of Portland. We would encourage you, if you are seeking a spiritual home, to consider Unity of Portland. If the words that you hear today work for you, please become a part. It is so important right now to anchor ourselves, to find that connection, to know that we do belong to something larger, and then to find ways to connect and touch the world around us. One of the places that I know Annette talked about with our outreach project is the transitional school. We have been supporting, that is the school for children experiencing houselessness. So they actually help them get to school from tents, from sleeping bags, from places all over, and they also then support them in getting through school. Sometimes it's alarm clocks so they can get up. Sometimes it's supplies. Sometimes it's sleeping bags. But it's as a community saying, how can we make the most difference? And so this is one of the ongoing projects, and I just invite you to pick up a flyer and be a part of that. If the words that you hear today don't really work for you, it's not the language you want to hear, it doesn't remind you of the truth of your being, I would encourage you to continue seeking. Find a place that really does remind you of the truth of your being, and then supports you in expanding that and in being a part of that larger story. I have one announcement I was asked to make, and that is we are looking for someone who has a room. In October, we are welcoming in the Unity churches from around, I think, a 6-state area. This is a musician who needs a room. He needs a room he has a seeing eye dog. And so he's not choosing to go into the hotel, but is just asking, is there someone in the congregation who has a room and would be willing to have him there? I have a feeling we'll be asked for other rooms in the coming days as people register. I think there are, I think it's up to 75 people registered currently to come to this conference, October 12th through the 15th, and I just invite us to consider that. All right, and so we get to stand and sing if you're able. We are going to sing Join Together.
Sisters joined together in love. We are brothers, we are sisters joined together in love. We are brothers, we are sisters joined together in love. We are brothers, we are sisters joined together in love. Love, 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 joined together, together in love. Love, 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 joined together, together in love. We are brothers, we are sisters, joined together in joy, joy. We are brothers, we are sisters, joined together in joy. We are brothers, we are sisters, joined together in joy. We are brothers, we are sisters, joined together in joy. Joy, 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 joined together, together in joy. Joy, 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 joined together, together in joy. We are brothers, we are sisters, joined together in peace. We are brothers, we are sisters, joined together in peace. We are brothers, we are sisters, joined together in peace. We are brothers, we are sisters, joined together in peace. together in love. We are brothers, we are sisters, joined together in love. Love. We are brothers, we are sisters, joined together in love. We are brothers, we are sisters, joined together in love. Love, 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 joined together, together in love. Love, 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 joined together, together in love.
Good
All
job.
right. And I just invite you to turn to those around you with a namaste, a welcome. I'm so glad you're here, and just welcome them here. Good to see you. Welcome. Wow. You know, as we learn to move through this journey, and so much is being broken open, and we're being invited into a world where it may feel like the ground is actually moving beneath our feet. So much of what we get to do is realize that we have that eternal presence within us. And we do that through meditation, through breathing and knowing and affirming. And many of us didn't grow up hearing, you are whole, you have the divine within you. And so the spiritual practice begins holding that space and knowing that space and allowing yourself to not only breathe it in, but allow it to expand in you. And so for a little bit of time on Sunday mornings, we do that. And I just invite you, as you listen to this music, to open your mind, to open your heart to recognizing and anchoring that wholeness of the infinite presence and power within you.
I am a light. I shine so bright. I illuminate the darkness. I am a light. I shine so bright. I illuminate the darkness. I am a light. I shine so bright. I illuminate the darkness. I am a light. I shine so bright. I illuminate the darkness. I am a light. I shine so bright. I illuminate the darkness. I am a light. I shine so bright. I illuminate the darkness. I am a light. I shine so bright. I illuminate the darkness.
With that infinite breath, that deep breath in, we begin turning within, quieting our mind, our bodies, allowing ourselves to be held in one presence, one power, that presence of life, divine life vibrating through us now. With every breath, we let go. We let that infinite presence remind us of our wholeness, the innate divinity, the original blessing that vibrates as love in this now moment. I am the light. I breathe that in. I allow myself to know the light, to recognize my oneness, and to simply rest in wholeness, in the silence, in the silence. And the invitation to know ourselves as light and to recognize when life changes, I am the light. And this light guides me and reminds me that I am part of a larger whole, an interconnected humanity. And I am that I am. With every breath, with every knowing, I say yes to that presence, to that vibration, and to the lifting of love as the sacred path. And with overflowing gratitude, I say thank you, Infinite Spirit. And so it is. Amen.
I am a I shine so bright, I illuminate the darkness. I am a light, I shine so bright, I illuminate the darkness. I am a light, I shine so bright, I illuminate the darkness. I am a light, I shine so bright, I illuminate the darkness. I am a light, I shine so bright, I illuminate the darkness. I am a light, I shine so bright, I illuminate the darkness. Take the invitation now and lift the illusion that rests on your soul. It weighs so much, but you don't need it to feel complete. You're worthy of it all. Take my invitation now and lift the illusion that rests on your soul. And I see you as you see me too. Do you see you as I see you? I see you as you see me too. Do you see you as I see you? Look right through my eyes and see how I see you. Look on with my heart and see how I feel. I'll take your worries, bottle them, I'll tie them up and cherish them like gold. Release them to the arms of love, and answers you've been looking for will come. I'll take your worries, bottle them, tie them up and cherish them like gold. And I see you as you see me too. Do you see you as I see you? I see you as you see me too. Do you see you as I see you? Look right through my eyes and see how I see you. Look on with my heart and see how I feel.
Thank you.
Thank you to our wonderful music team. Today, I want us to wrestle. I would really like us to wrestle with some ideas and look at some pieces. And we talk about worthiness, and many of us have heard it. We've looked at it as far as, do I feel worthy? Am I in a place where was I raised with an idea of worthiness? But I want to look a little deeper, because I believe we are in a time and in a calling and an invitation to evolve in a way that we may not have realized or seen. And I don't actually know how this is going to work, but I want to talk about both the new thought idea of worthiness, because that idea, and if you don't know, unity is part of a new thought tradition. It is unity itself. This community, we celebrated our 100th year anniversary this past year. Unity is a movement. I know it was. Thank you, God, for a spiritual community to come together and say, we have this ability. Unity is a movement, began in the late 1880s, and it began with an idea that, honestly, these are ancient ideas. There's no new ideas that somebody created. Although New Thought is listed as America's or the United States' only contribution to the religious scene, which I'm okay with. Now, we've chosen some other interesting pieces and ways to believe and organize religion, but the truth is, New Thought began in the United States, and it was the courage to take on a new thought and a new idea and to realize that who we are is so much more than you may have been taught in some other tradition or some other belief. And so the idea of worthy is important, it's powerful, and it's an evolutionary concept. So I want to talk about New Thought and what that is. I want to talk about John Lewis and his courage to look at what good trouble might just be, because he was raised in an environment that he was taught not to be in trouble, because trouble could mean death. And he said he grew up hearing it from his parents and his grandparents, don't you get in trouble. So I want to look at that. I want to look at pride. This weekend, Pride is happening, and the continuing importance of pride, because maybe we didn't understand it or know how valuable standing up and saying, if they did in Stonewall, I'm worthy, we're worthy, stop arresting us, that's not who we are. And then I want to look at, what about, how do we put it? What evolution has to do with all this? And I would like to bring in the mystical vision that Ilia Delio, when she looks at the work of Pierre Teilhard de Chardin, says all of this is spiritual. This is a spiritual journey. And anybody, you come into New Thought and it's like, it teaches me I'm whole. And so we think we can walk down this path and we work on wholeness, and some of us have worked on it a lifetime. But with that, New Thought didn't get to its next step, and Reverend David Alexander, I'm quoting you, I know that. And so now that he's sitting here, it's really interesting doing this on an ongoing basis. But his belief is that New Thought has liberation theology. It has the theology that makes us free, but somehow we just kept it for ourselves. And if I'm in this line and everything's okay, then if I'm okay, then everything's okay. But you know what I'm starting to hear now, and I love it. I'm hearing it from CSL ministers. I'm hearing it from Unity ministers. Richard Rohr just talked about it. And that is, what if I can't be okay if the people around me aren't okay? What if I can't know my wholeness and my worthiness if they don't know it? What do I do then? Where does that leave me? Because I was taught as, I'm a third generation New Thought kid. My mother was a minister. My grandmother went because she believed there was something more than what she was taught in her organized religion a long time ago. But we were taught, if I just work on this, it's all done. And then we have to find, wait a minute, there's a next step and a next step and a next step. And that's the evolution of humanity. That's the evolution of consciousness. Anybody feel literally, and I said it before, the breaking open that's happening? These ideas can't last any longer. And so how do we both work on the idea that I am inherently worthy? I have great value and worth. That means we get rid of the old belief that you might have been told as a kid that you were a sinner. That has to fall away. That story is not large enough for humanity. But it goes beyond that. I am inherently worthy, not because of what I accomplish or what I look like or what I've achieved or, what is it, one house, 2 kids, 2 cars, and who knows whatever else. Because what we're finding is that was a system, and you can call it any kind of system you want, but it allowed racism and othering, and it allowed, and what we're finding, and in a lot of the work that's being done with the divine feminine, which in New Thought we know we all have the divine feminine, and we all have the divine masculine. But what's interesting is our growing up, the feminine we were taught required that we put ourselves in a box, and we don't make trouble, and we look a certain way, and we act a certain way, and we put outside anything that makes us uncomfortable. Did anybody grow up in that type of environment? We have some that did. What it also requires is that we disconnect from belonging. We disconnect from the truth of our souls and our hearts and our beings. And so now we're being called, every one of us, because it's not male or female, every one of us, to reconnect, to say, wait a minute, I don't live outside of this world. And we were also taught we weren't strong enough as we were. Anybody taught that? I'm not strong enough. I don't have what I need. But the truth is we do. But there were these teachings, and so all of that is breaking open. And now we get to reinterpret. And evolution happens when we take on these new ideas, and suddenly what has been told to us before, we say, no, that's not true. That's the first step. But then we have to look around us and say, that person was just shot because of the color of their skin. And it happened this week. And we have to say, no more. That being has innate worthiness. We have to find ways to hold that. And it's right now, it's many times it's like, I just want to get through my day. I just want to get through this. We are in the 11th week of living in a hotel. And just so you know, we have been approved for a house. I am very grateful. And it is that little house on that street that I sat there and said, there is something here I'm supposed to know and find. And while everything else has fallen through, we are moving into the little house that's behind all the apartments, supposedly in front of a lake. I haven't found the lake yet, but they say it's there, so I don't know exactly what it is, in, I think, Lake Village or something in Milwaukee. But the main thing is, you can say that's too much, and I get to pick and choose what I can navigate through, but the truth is, every one of us in life right now has this movement. And if it's not that, it might be a body, or it might be a relationship, or it might be whatever it is that you're moving through. And life is saying, let it fall apart. Because it's asking us to get out of the piece of life has to look like this. Life has to be calm. It needs to have, who is it? Andy Griffin in it. And let's see, who else? You know, it has to have this relaxed, I want to just live in a town where everybody's nice and everybody does everything. And those towns they showed you on TV, they all looked alike. They all looked alike. But the truth is, that's not who we are, and that's not what we are. And so we have to find that larger picture. Charles Fillmore, one of the co-founders of Unity, said that every being is an individualized expression of God. Every being has that divine aspect and the wholeness and the life and the love and the presence. And we both have to find it for ourselves, but I believe part of our journey is reminding those around us of the wholeness. But that requires getting in trouble. And I want to just put something out there. If you have to have, and we were raised in this, nobody's at fault. There's nobody there, but I realized I don't want stress in my life. I don't want tension a lot of times. Guess what change requires? Tension. Anybody in here been disconnecting and just hoping life goes away and you can wake up 4 years later? Anybody? We got a couple that are. That's what, it's like we have to realize that there's something in here. Then, if every person is a creation of the divine, then every act of inclusion becomes a spiritual act, And every act of exclusion becomes a spiritual misunderstanding. It's not real. It's not true. And we were raised in a society that said, if you're this, you have to act this way. The color of your skin, if you have this color, you have to be this way or this way or this way. You have to fit into this. You have to fit in with that. And by the way, I want to say, we have these booklets out there. This is called Worthy. These are Black Unity ministers who have shared their stories of how they realized their innate worth. And they did it often inside of other traditions. They did it where they just simply were raised with an idea of, I'm sorry, these are not Black Unity ministers. Many of them are Black. These are gay, these are LGBTQ ministers. I apologize. I'm actually having my mind in a few different places. But that idea, they said they were thrown out by traditions. They were put into places. But they also had to find the innate worthiness that they had what they needed to move forward and to find their power. And they didn't do it alone. But the idea of worthiness and going into that. And so where do we, one of Myrtle Fillmore's greatest gifts was that she stopped believing the world when they told her she was broken. She was actually the founder of Unity. She believed, and when she was told she was dying and had all these problems and all this stuff, which she'd been sick her whole life, one day she just stopped believing it. And isn't it interesting? Her body did heal, and she found ways and answers for both, with 3 kids, having less than 6 months to live, what a shift. And then she said, I found it. Why can't others? And so her vision of sharing that idea is what moved us forward. But her healing began with changing her identity. And I believe right now we're being asked to change our identity and then wrestle with some of the pieces of what we have believed, because they are the ones that have to fall away. John Lewis and holy trouble, and this idea of what he called it both holy trouble and he called it good trouble. As he was raised in Alabama, what an interesting place, and told over and over and over again that he had to be good. He said he followed that to the best of his ability, and it didn't actually get him approval that he thought it would, and it didn't get him the answers, but he said, I watched Rosa Parks not give up her seat on the bus, and I watched what exploded around me. And he said, I realized that when she followed through and allowed others to step in, and they began that journey for rights to say enough, I realized that was a different type of trouble. It created a tension I didn't like and didn't know what to do with, so I decided to get used to it. And I love that idea. He said, I had to get used to tension. And of course, many of you know his story, how he went into beginning to say, I'm willing to do this. He wrote a letter to Martin Luther King, and he was actually flown down. And what was he, 22 at the time, I believe? He was flown, he was sent a bus ticket, excuse me. He was sent a bus ticket. He was not sent a plane ticket. He was sent a bus ticket. He had an interview, and the next thing he knew, he was a part of beginning SNCC, the Student Nonviolent Coordinating Committee. And they began, and he said, I spent the rest of my life making trouble. And he said, but I realized it was a different type. But what about if we aren't comfortable when someone comes up to us and looks different, talks different? That's our old way that we got to break it apart. So wherever you are on your journey, somewhere in there, we've got stuff we have to break apart, every one of us. And can we do that? Will we allow ourselves to get in good trouble? And that good trouble doesn't have to show up perfectly. Sometimes it's a mess, but you show up. I had the great honor this past weekend of going to the Oregon State Special Olympics, and it was so powerful to be able to see thousands of athletes, which I have to say I didn't realize how large this event was. But to see thousands of athletes loving each other, being a part of just simply celebrating being in sport, just being a part of a journey and accepting each other no matter who you were loved there. I have pictures of some of the matches, and I personally was in a massive field with bocce ball courts everywhere, and every one of them had judges and people working with them, and kids hugging kids that they've never met before. It doesn't matter what age they are. It doesn't matter what their ability is listed as. They were just other beings, and the celebration that went on. We were taught to be safe and to move into safety and to live in safety. And sometimes coming into a community like this, safety means I don't talk to anybody and I don't really show who I am, and I show up in my little box. And you know what the world's saying right now? Honey, that box is falling apart. And we get to be the ones who are willing to do that, but it's not always easy. You know, John Lewis said, when you see something that is not right, not fair, not just, you have a moral obligation to do something, get in good trouble, necessary trouble. And then James Baldwin, not everything that is faced can be changed, but nothing can be changed until it's faced. Boy, in the cast class that we're going through right now, woo, there is some facing of what the reality is, and then there's allowing a falling away. So we get to be a part of that journey. What does it mean for us? I think we get to look at the spiritual meaning of good trouble. Right now, good trouble is letting go of not being willing to be in trouble. It's speaking up and speaking out. It's beginning to see the divine in every being around us, and if we're uncomfortable, asking ourselves why. What does that mean? How does that serve us? What is it asking me to do? We have a Pride booth, and yesterday I got to be there, and I went from the John Lewis protest to the Pride Fair. And do you know what? The energy there it is beings that have these, I just love the energy and the life and my desire. I want to hug every single one of them, and I probably scare everybody. And so I get to stand there and just be. But the truth is, they are whole, infinite creations of spirit. And somehow, some part of this society said, you're not whole. Our job, all of us, is to know the wholeness for every being. That's how we move forward. That's how we move beyond this. It's our job. That's the piece that we get to see. And if somebody's crying or hurting or wondering, and I had a wonderful experience on the Max again. God bless that Max. A woman walked in and I was by myself. I had been to the protest. I had been to this. I have to say, I had not finished my message. And I was like, okay, God, I have enough energy to get home. Then I will get hopefully something to eat, and then I will start on that. And she just walked in, and I thought, man, she has a story. And I just said, how are you? What's happening? And she said, I just saw my ex-husband, and I never thought I'd see him again. And I said, how are you? And she said, if you want to know the truth, I'm a black woman who was thrown out by a white man, and I am so good you wouldn't believe it. And I just said, congratulations. And in 2 minutes, I've moved over, and I'm holding her hand. I said, tell me what you mean. And she said, I didn't realize I had power. And I got thrown out. I spent 2 nights in my car. I found a job. I found a place. And she said, it's been 2 years. And I hadn't seen that being. And it wasn't about that being. It was about my power. And I was so happy. I hugged her when we got off the Max. I gave her my number, and I said, if you ever want to talk, I'm here. But I realized humanity is finding places where we have power. And the fascinating thing is we're part of each other's story. So good trouble means get uncomfortable. Just say hello to the beings around you. I don't know what's happened to me in these crazy conversations that I am initiating now and going outside of whatever comfort zone I used to have. I know more about some of the people in the hotel I'm living in than I would have ever believed I did. Some of them I don't even speak the same language. But what I know is that every one of us came as a whole being. And somebody told us we weren't. And now we get to go back We get to reassess it for ourselves. But I thought I could just build this whole being and then everything would go okay. I'm finding I have to go into fear, raw fear of like, boy, this could really end interestingly, and say, well, go ahead, because good trouble is messy. And good trouble means I don't know where I'm going all the time, and I don't know what's happening, but I have the courage to take this step, the next step, and the next step, and the next step. And the first part is to say, I am worthy. Why don't we say that right now? I am worthy. Let's do it again. I am worthy. And I would invite you to keep saying it this week and to know the power that that has. Because it might just be a statement, but it's actually a vibration of this. And my view of God is a quantum field. And that means that quantum field, that means the wholeness is within every being. But a lot of times we thought, I'll just rise in this quantum field and I'll be okay and I'll get through it. And then we find out, wait a minute, this part can't rise without this part and this part and this part, and we're all a part. And so then we get to go back and we get to find out, where's the stuff that's in me that says, don't get uncomfortable, don't talk to them, don't see the wholeness, don't reach out. And I find every time I go and I make that tension, and I live in that fear of what happens if I don't make it through this. And it's like, what is going to happen? I'm going to say hello. If I look stupid, oh well. I do that quite regularly. Ask my daughters. They know it. They see it. And that's okay. Somebody told us not to look funny and to care what other people thought. But the truth is, the universe loves us just as we are. The universe loves us, and it reminds us of our wholeness, and it knows that wholeness. And I believe that that is one of the most important pieces. I want to talk just for a moment about the importance in pride. Pride is a spiritual celebration. And I've had people ask me, why do we need pride? We already got that. It started in, June 28th, 1969, when beautiful beings, and I'm told several of them were trans women who had been arrested over and over and over again at Stonewall Inn, said, enough, stop. We have worth, we have value. That meant that being became one of the ancestors upon which every one of us steps on to the ideas and the consciousness and the belief. And these beings said, enough. And somebody else said, I agree. This is enough. And then something more happens. And when we do that, we realize, first of all, visibility heals shame. These ideas have been kept in the dark in this society. The idea that you weren't whole or worthy or didn't belong was a result of, especially if you were raised as a white being in a patriarchal society, you had to disconnect from yourself and the things, and you had to just do what you could do to be the best you could be, to be approved of and appreciated. And then it's like, no, we have to stop that. We have to pull it apart. But when these stories come to light, when these qualities come to light, whoever you are and wherever you come from, they are healed. But they have to come to the light. We have to see that. Pride began as resistance. It literally was something about, no, you can't tell us we don't belong. And we're going to stand here as long as we need to stand here. And it is profoundly spiritual. Because the patriarchy, the colonialism, all of the pieces teach power over instead of power with. And we have to relearn our power because we were taught, find your power, find your place, find out where you can. We have to allow that to fall away and instead beginning to say, we belong. We have power. And we do it in our own way. And we do it in our own journey. But for centuries, LGBTQ beings, and I know so many of you are part of this, we're all a part of this family, we're told that God rejects you, doesn't believe in you. And that kind of junk has to be thrown away. It has to be let go of. And we might think, well, I wasn't ever involved in that. But the truth is, we're all involved because we're interconnected. And our opportunity to look at every being and see the divine. And if you start with seeing the wholeness in the beings that make you uncomfortable, I'd say congratulations, because I know I make people uncomfortable. I go in there in pride, and I have on this Reverend Lisa Davis, and I have people just look at me. And I had somebody yesterday who I happen to be the same name as her mother, and part of an organization, I'm a minister, that didn't accept her or believe in her. And I got to look in her eyes and say, I love you. I believe in you. Your soul is whole. It is complete just as it is, and it has never been anything but life and love and presence. And I don't know if we realize, but the thing is, we might be just what that person needs, and we don't even know it. I had no idea that I looked like a mother, someone's mother, or that my name was the same, or my profession did. But it's like, how can we touch a world? And you think, well, I'm just here. My invitation is get in good trouble and find a way to get out of the box. Find a way to get out of the box, because the box is breaking. And what we have left is love. We have a belonging that's given to every one of us, and that we're whole. I want to read you one thing, and I will quit, and I know I went on quite a bit. But this was a poem written in Portland by a gay man after he moved to Portland. And he said, Portland gave us something we didn't know we were missing, the freedom to be ordinary, to hold hands at the farmer's market and have people smile when they see us, to hike together and simply enjoy the view, to tell a stranger we meet at Costco or our local food cart about my husband without pausing, editing, or wondering if it's safe, to share our life online and feel our community genuinely celebrating our love. These moments may seem small, but they have changed something in me. They remind me that being visible can feel joyful, that being gay can feel light, playful, and happy, that love does not always have to be defended or explained. Today is our first Portland Pride as Portlanders, and I'm grateful for the rainbows, the celebration, and the community. But I'm even more grateful for the ordinary days, the markets, the hikes, the conversations with strangers, and the knowing that I belong. I just want you to think of that. That's who we are as humanity. That's the story. And if we're wondering why it's taking so long and why somebody had to rise to power, just remember, all of that falls away as we know the truth of our being and we live it. Thank you. Thank you. And we have such wonderful music. I am grateful. And, we are doing our love offering. You'd think I would know where we are. Okay, by the way, next week, the service, I will be here with the service, and so will Drew and Phoenix. Will you stand just for a moment? They will be sharing their journey and their experience and their wisdom with us also. So thank you for our official Pride service. Thank you, and I am grateful. I am so grateful for the wisdom in this community. As we receive our tithes and our love offerings, and there's just this opportunity to know that generosity is a part of who we are, and that we will find with this new connection that there is enough for everyone. There is enough. We just somehow were told there wasn't. And so part of recreating that is this idea. If you are interested in giving electronically, there's cards in the backs of your seats. I invite you to look at those, and we're going to say our blessing together. And that is, divine love as me blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. And so it is.
Wherever you go, wherever you stay, don't you forget that love is all always coming your way. No matter how far, how broken you are, don't you forget that love is always coming your way. Always. I don't know you, but I know you got tension in your neck. Stressed out, too addicted to your phone to go to bed. If that's you, then take a breath. Feel these words inside your chest. You are loved, you are chosen, your body isn't broken. For every door that closes, a better one gets open. You got a light inside, too radiant to hide. If you don't think so, let me change your mind. Wherever you go, wherever you stay, don't you forget that love is always coming your way. No matter how far, how broken you are, don't you forget that love is always coming your way. Always.
And you ain't gotta do a thing to get that love. You ain't gotta act nice to get that hug. It don't matter if you're stuck inside the mud. The sun still gonna be shining down on us. If you ever felt left out, burdened and weak, I promise that the lie straight from the enemy. Coming for your mind, body, soul, and energy. But do not be deceived, cause
You are loved, you are chosen, your body isn't broken. For every door that closes, a better one gets open. You got a light inside, too radiant to hide. If you don't think so, let me change your mind. Wherever you go, wherever you stay, don't you forget that love is always coming your way. No matter how far, how broken you are, don't you forget that love is always coming your way. Always. Yes, you are loved, you are chosen, your body isn't broken. For every door that closes, a better one gets open. You got a light inside, too radiant to hide. If you don't think so, let me change your mind. Wherever you go, wherever you stay, don't you forget that love is always coming your way. No matter how far, how broken you are, don't you forget that love is always coming your way. Always. Erasmo Flores.
Yay, how wonderful. And I want to invite, we have 3 of the Special Olympics athletes who are here this morning. I invited them to wear their medals. You guys want to come up for a moment? Yes or no? We have Mariah and we have Taco. Come on, you guys can stand right here. We have Mariah and Taco and Leah. And these are... Two that participated in softball and one that participated in bocce ball, and we love you all. Well, you did track? I am so sorry, Mariah. One track, one softball, and one bocce ball. Congratulations. Congratulations. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We are so grateful. All right. I don't know if we have any kids or not today. We do invite you downstairs for Connection Hour. I know also there are raffles going on out in the tiled area for 3 of the John Lewis books, and there's displays down there. Actually, I know we have kids because David's here. So I know there has to be kids here. So somewhere, many of them are off on summer escapades. In just a moment, we're going to sing them in. If you thought I'm separate from them, I just want you to remember again, we are a part of the spiritual journey of every being around us. And when we see these beings, we have the opportunity to allow the love that truly is within us to encircle them in it, to see the divine in regardless of the dressing or the behavior, any of it. It's seeing the light. It's seeing the wholeness. So I just invite you to encircle this space in absolute unconditional love as we sing our youth in.
You are the star of the morning. You are heaven smiling at us. Your God God's gift of tomorrow. Oh, how we love you. Oh, how we love you. You are the star of the morning. You are heaven smiling at us. You're God's gift of tomorrow. Oh, how we love you. Oh, how we love you.
Hello, my name is Otis, and today we went outside and we had this parachute, and we played a couple of games with it. We went under it, and it was like we were under a giant mushroom, and put two balls in it, and if we were like tossing the parachute in the air, and it would make the balls just floating in the air, and it was a lot of fun. And
Also, just a thing, the game that Otis was talking about is called Mushroom.
I thought that was kind of included.
All right. Anybody want to share? By the way, we have, let me tell you, there is a whole group of people that are down at Pride right now. We have a booth, Unity Spiritual Center of Portland. There's both things that you can release. So we have these release ceremonies, and we have a beautiful just saying what we're proud of in ourselves, and so that's happening there. And I know, Drew, you have anchored this for the last however long it's happened, and I thank you for that anchoring, and we are just holding that space for people. And we have anybody want to say anything? Just got 1 minute, though. Just 1 minute about what you'd like to tell us. Okay. We're not going to force you. That's okay.
Yes, we were all together. And thank you to Elizabeth, because Barbara was on I-5 behind an accident.
Yeah.
So I did not get here till about 40 minutes ago, half hour ago. So the crew took over, and they did fine.
Fabulous.
And I appreciate
Thank you,
it.
God. By the way, the curriculum that Barbara has written is celebrating families all summer. They're going to look at different types of families and how families bless us and how we show up in every way in families. You can see it downstairs. So we invite you downstairs. We're going to.
something to share.
We're going to.
Let me have
Well.
it,
Oh. Okay.
We just got notice that at
a family-
Vernonia, there's going to be a New Thought Family Day, and it's free, and you can go. This is where the kids go to camp. It's on the 9th, and we'll
Of
be passing...
August?
Of August, and it's in the afternoon, so you can come to church first. But families can go and experience what the kids experience when they go to camp.
Okay. Wonderful. We're going to stand and join hands with this intention for peace on this planet and knowing our wholeness.
Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be, with God as creator, family all
Yes, let there be peace on earth and let it begin with me. We're going to close with our unity prayer and then we will sing our youth out. The light of God surrounds us. I am the light of God. The love of God enfolds us. I am the love of God. The power of God protects us. I am the power of God. The presence of God watches over us. I am the presence of God. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well. And the kids stamp it firm. All right, we're going to sing our youth out. Have a love-filled week.
I'm gonna move to the light. I'm gonna speak of the light. I'm gonna sing with the light.